Anna Charles was there from the beginning. She talks about Swami Vishnu-devananda. Ariom Tat Sat.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
We came home, and but my brother-in-law asked me, what do you think of the Swami? Isn't he a different kind of Swami? I said, that way I like it. I don't like those venerable looking people with beard, which is all show only, He is at least practical. And so you want to go next week and help Swamiji? Swamiji said, all summer I want all of you to come and help. By summer we have to get this place completely cleaned out, and we are going to get a building there, a building here, and all. So anyway, I liked what he gave a talk in the evening after, while we were having supper. After supper, he gave a very good talk on how this, what you call, you help people. This donation of labor is one thing, and you have to do these kind of things in order to build a community, he said, and it has to be giving, not taking all the time. And I said, why is he trying to point out to me or something, because I didn't want to cut the. So I said, well, and then I asked my brother-in-law, was he hinting at, no, it was a general talk. I said, oh, okay, then that's fine. So then next week I said, let's go and help out. So we went and we did some kind of help, sorting out things. Then he saw, I think he was very smart. He noticed that I was not so interested in doing that labor kind of thing. So he asked me to sort out books and all and put them in cataloging, like, So I did that, and he sort of praised me. He said, that's very good. So next week you come and finish it off. I said, okay, Swamiji, I'll do it. So that's how I got to know him. And then he was all kindness, It was only his talk was very abrupt and this, So I said, well, that's okay. So that's how I began to get on. And in summer we worked like a team, very nice. And by that time I had graduated to cutting branches and all that, cutting. And then my job was to pick up all the fallen branches and put them in the wheelbarrow and push it. So I did all those things, and I thought it was a different kind of thing from what I was used to, So. And then all his speeches and his lectures I really enjoyed on Vedanta and, from the Upanishads. He would put it in the common man's language, not with the high-flown Sanskrit. He never used any Sanskrit words. He just told. And his English was very bad. He couldn't say Irene. He would say iron. Call iron. Swamiji, it is Irene, not iron. Okay, whatever, call her here. Iron, he used to say. And then many things he used to mispronounce. But then he picked up English very fast. And then he became, imagine that yoga book, he published some books and all that. And well, he was trained. And then he used to tell us anecdotes about his life, how he came into the order, how his parents didn't like him joining Shivananda. They sort of entreated Shivananda Swami that don't take our son, we need him in Kerala, so on and so on. And finally he said, my mother ended up becoming him. Swamiji initiated her into this, and she's become like a Swami. So there you are. She didn't want me to join. Because in India people are afraid, like it's like going into the order, and then you don't see your child again. So they said no. So he was telling all those stories and how Swami Shivananda he used to, uh, he brought my ego down, he said. And he told us an anecdote. Do you want to hear that? He told us that I used to be like his man, this valet or whatever. I used to wash his clothes, I used to cook his food, I used to clean his room, and that was the work I did. And then people who came, I was at the door, and I had the full right to either they see him or they don't see him, because like a secretary. So many people would come, and some people I wouldn't allow them because who were upstarts, young fellows and all that. He was telling us. Then Swamiji used to treat me like, he didn't show the appreciation of what I did or anything. I used to go take his clothes, wash and bring it and all. Oh, you finished that? Okay, next. So then one day there was this young fellow who used to come, and Swamiji used to treat him very nicely. He was about my age, he said, and then he used to tell me to go and bring and give him some food, give him something to drink and all that, and I didn't like that. Then one day I went and I shed tears. I told him, how come I've been working for you all these years and you don't even speak a nice good word to me, and you show him all the love and this. Swamiji said, I did it on purpose. I had to bring down your ego. I saw your ego was going up and up. It was getting inflated too much, because whenever people came, you behaved like a big shot, and you told them, no, you can't see him, you can't see, Swamiji is busy and all. So I didn't like you getting too much ego. I had to get that ego down. So you got it's not that because I don't like you, that it's not the way to behave. You have to be humble. People come, you have to be nice, and then you can't just. And I know that you didn't like that guy, so I showed special attention to him. And Swamiji said I was shedding my tears. I went that day every time he went in the night when I went to bed, I used to say, why is he showing him so much? Because they used to come and say, he shows him so much affection and love and respect and makes me do things for him. And he doesn't even appreciate I've been washing his clothes, cleaning the room, cooking his food. So this was a lesson he taught me, and I learnt a lesson. After that, I was a different man, he said. And when I went first, he watched me, and he said, you know something, you are like the diamond, but I'm going to chip you, you are in the rough stage. I'm going to keep chipping at you till I get to the diamond. I didn't like that. I said, what is he going to, because he used to talk rough, So I used to say, no, I don't want to get chipped and never mind, I'm not diamond or not. I told my brother-in-law, what do you mean by that? He look at Swamiji saying, you have a lot of ego. Because I used to say, I never did that in India. I never did this in India. I don't know how to cut a tree, a bush, and we never did these things. You never did it there, you do it here now. That's the way he used to talk. Okay, I don't want to hear what you didn't do there. You're going to do things if you want to come to the ashram, this is what I want all of you to do. And he gave orders to everybody ran and did things, and he could get angry in a minute if it was not done. And so. Wow. But this was the man, we all revered him and liked him in the end, all of us. We didn't mind his shout. And then he was a different man once he found that we had sort of got tamed. We used to get tamed, all of us. And many times I remember when he used to get angry with Swami Ramananda, who was much older than him too, old lady, and we are taught to respect age in India. So one day he was scolding her because she said, we are not having enough funds to buy some things, so I'm charging them for quarter for 25 cents for soup. Swamiji said, since when you started this? In ashram, anybody who comes through that door is to be fed and treated. You don't charge any money. Why did you start charging money? Did you ask anybody? Did you ask me? And he was scolding her. I don't want you to charge anything. And don't start something that the ashram is, this is not the our Rishikesh Forest Academy. This is not Swami Shivananda's ashrams. Don't do that. So I don't want you to stop all that. Whoever you took the money, give it back to them. He scolded. Then I was listening. Then afterwards, when we were all sitting quietly in front of him, there was silence. I said, Swamiji, what are you thinking? He asked me. I said, Swamiji, Swami Ramananda is an elderly person, and I didn't like the way you yelled at her and scolded her. Did I yell at her? I said, yeah, that's my usual way of talking, but she shouldn't be doing all that. Then he kept quiet. I said, at least we should respect her age, Swamiji. I felt bad because she was very nice to me. She used to teach me yoga. And I said, and she used to pick me up and take me and all. I said, I like her, but I don't know why you yelled at her, because at least for the age, you should. You're telling me? Okay. Then when he found it were not to his taste, okay, I think they go and help them in the kitchen. I think they need somebody. And he'll dismiss me off to the kitchen. So I went off to the kitchen. That's the way he was very abrupt, but a very good-hearted person. And one thing, whoever walked into the ashram, like I used to go there, have you eaten anything? First question. Have you eaten anything? I'll say yes, or sometimes no. I just took off. I didn't eat anything. Okay. Then he will ask that Irene was his secretary. Irene, bring something for Jaya, give her something to eat, give all these people something to eat. Poor things, she had to, even if it was not there, somehow she had to make it up and bring it. Then she started asking me, Jaya, how do you make this Indian? That I teach her. So the upama and idli, and Swamiji liked idli and dosa and all. Nobody could make those things. So,